Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and talked about results in recent women's tennis. The moment when world number 305, Claire Liu, pulled off a stunning upset against the rising Filipino star Alex Eala. It's a match that's sending ripples across the tennis world, not just for the scoreline, but for what it means for both players' careers, confidence, and the narrative of the new generation of WTA players fighting to make their mark. Let's break down what happened, why it matters, and how it might reshape the conversation around Alex Eala's rapidly growing career. It was supposed to be a routine win for Eala, who has been climbing the WTA rankings at a pace that few players from Southeast Asia have ever achieved. Coming into the match, she had been in strong form, a string of solid performances, a new career-high ranking that had her fans buzzing, and a sense that she was on the verge of another deep run. But tennis, as we know, has a way of flipping expectations upside down. And that's exactly what Claire Liu managed to do, with precision, patience, and poise that caught even the most seasoned observers off guard. From the very first game, you could sense that Liu was not intimidated by Eala's growing reputation. The 24-year-old American, once a junior Wimbledon champion, came into the match with nothing to lose, and sometimes that's the most dangerous kind of opponent you can face. She played freely, attacked with intelligent aggression, and found angles that forced Eala to defend more than she liked. Liu's forehand, in particular, was doing damage early, opening up the court and dictating the pace of rallies. Eala, on the other hand, seemed to struggle to find her rhythm. Her serve, usually a reliable weapon, wasn't clicking. Her timing on the backhand, that signature shot that's earned her comparisons to the greats, was a half-step late. There were flashes of brilliance, that classic Eala grit that refuses to back down, but every time she looked close to turning the tide, Liu answered with calm, measured play. The first set ended in surprising fashion, with Liu breaking twice to take it 6-3. As the second set began, fans expected Eala to reset and show the fight that has defined her rise through the ranks. And, to her credit, she did. She came out swinging, mixing in drop shots, sharper serves, and more aggressive baseline play. For a while, it looked like she was back in control, the crowd cheering louder with every winner. But Liu's composure never cracked. She stayed steady, matching Eala's intensity with deep returns and clever changes of pace. The rallies grew longer, the stakes higher, and the tension unmistakable. At 4-all in the second, with both players trading breaks, the match hung in the balance. Eala had a chance to pull away, a few crucial points on Liu's serve that could have turned the set around, but missed opportunities cost her. Liu, sensing the moment, played with extraordinary calm, saving break points with gutsy second serves and deftly placed ground strokes. She closed the match 6-3, 6-4, sealing one of the biggest upsets of her season. For Liu, this was more than just a win, it was a statement. A reminder that she's still a player with potential, a fighter capable of toppling higher-ranked opponents when she's in rhythm. After the match, she said she felt relaxed and focused, crediting her recent weeks of training and mental reset. "I knew Alex was a great player, but I just tried to play my game and stay aggressive," Liu told reporters afterward. "I didn't think too much about the ranking difference. I just stayed in the moment." For Eala, however, the loss was a tough one. She had come into the tournament with high hopes, confident in her form, and backed by fans from the Philippines and beyond who have been watching her ascent with pride. This defeat, though disappointing, also serves as a valuable lesson, a reminder that in professional tennis, consistency and adaptability are key. Eala herself has said many times that every loss is part of the learning process. And if history is any guide, she'll bounce back stronger. Social media quickly lit up after the match. Fans from both sides praised Liu's composure and skill, while many Eala supporters expressed encouragement, calling it a small stumble in a big journey. Hashtags like #EalaRising and #LiuUpset trended in tennis circles on X, formerly Twitter. Some analysts even pointed out that such early career losses often help shape great champions, citing examples like Naomi Osaka and Iga Swiatek, who also faced surprising defeats early in their breakthroughs. When you take a closer look at the statistics, the story of the match becomes even clearer. Liu won a higher percentage of points on her first serve, kept her unforced errors impressively low, and capitalized on key break points. Eala, meanwhile, struggled in her return games and faced pressure on nearly every service game. But what stood out most was Liu's ability to stay calm in high-pressure moments. Time and again, she absorbed Eala's power and redirected it smartly, forcing errors or opening the court for easy winners. It's also worth noting that Liu has been quietly rebuilding her form. After a few years of inconsistent results and ranking drops, she's been working with a new coach and focusing on simplifying her game. That renewed approach seems to have paid off here. She didn't overhit, didn't rush, and most importantly, didn't let Eala's reputation get inside her head. In sports, mindset can make all the difference, and Liu's mental clarity might have been her greatest weapon that day. For Alex Eala, meanwhile, there's no reason to panic. At just 19 years old, she's already accomplished milestones that many players only dream of. Her recent surge in the rankings, her ITF titles, and her ability to compete at WTA-level events all point toward a bright future. Losses like this one are part of the journey. Even the greats, from Serena to Federer to Nadal, all had moments early in their careers where unexpected defeats became turning points for growth. In her post-match comments, Eala was gracious and mature beyond her years. "Claire played really well today," she said. "I tried to fight back, but she was solid in every moment. I'll learn from this and keep improving." That attitude, humble, forward-looking, and determined, is exactly why so many believe she's destined for long-term success. The tennis world took note, too. WTA commentators highlighted how Eala's game continues to evolve, praising her athleticism, footwork, and mental toughness, even in defeat. "This is part of her evolution," one analyst said during the broadcast. "She's learning to handle pressure, different playing styles, and the mental grind of the tour. Matches like this, while painful, will make her stronger." Meanwhile, Filipino sports media covered the loss with empathy, emphasizing Eala's resilience and reminding fans that progress in tennis is rarely linear. Headlines like "Eala falls, but keeps eyes on the bigger picture," and "a minor setback for a major talent" summed up the mood perfectly. Across the Philippines, fans flooded social media with messages of support, calling her their pride and inspiration. Claire Liu, for her part, is hoping this momentum carries forward. "Every match like this gives me confidence," she said. "I just want to keep building on this, keep improving, and enjoy competing again." With this win, Liu's ranking is expected to climb significantly, potentially setting up entries into more WTA main draws or higher-tier ITF tournaments. It's a big boost for a player who's been grinding through qualifiers and smaller events. If there's a takeaway from this match, it's that tennis remains one of the most unpredictable sports in the world. Rankings matter, but on any given day, belief, preparation, and mental focus can tip the balance. Liu believed in herself, executed her plan, and walked away with a result that reignites her career narrative. For Eala, it's a reminder that the climb to the top is never without challenges, and that even setbacks are steps on the ladder to greatness. As the tennis season continues, all eyes will be on how both players respond. Will Liu ride this wave into deeper runs? Will Eala use this loss as fuel for her comeback? If her track record is any indication, Eala's bounce-back ability is formidable. After all, she's turned previous disappointments into motivation, often returning sharper and hungrier. The next tournament could very well see her reminding everyone why she's considered one of the brightest young talents in the game. The contrast between Liu's experience and Eala's youthful energy made this matchup fascinating. One playing with freedom, the other under the weight of expectation. And on this day, freedom triumphed. Yet, for Eala fans, this is far from a setback worth worrying about. It's part of a larger, exciting story still being written, one match at a time. In the days following the upset, both players have been gracious in their interactions online. Eala posted a simple message on her Instagram story. "Tough day, but we move." It was accompanied by a photo of her shaking hands with Liu at the net, a symbol of sportsmanship and maturity. Liu, meanwhile, reposted highlights of the match, thanking her supporters and acknowledging Eala as a classy competitor. The mutual respect between the two was refreshing and reminded fans of what makes tennis so special. Beyond the scoreline, this match represented something deeper: the ongoing shift in women's tennis. We're witnessing a generation where young talents like Eala are pushing against experienced players fighting to reclaim their place. Every match becomes a crossroads of ambition and resilience. And in that intersection, stories like this one are born. Stories of upsets, comebacks, and the never-ending cycle of renewal that keeps tennis so captivating. Looking ahead, Alex Eala will likely regroup with her team, refocus her training, and prepare for the next challenge. Her work ethic, discipline, and competitive fire have always been her biggest strengths. Whether it's adjusting her serve patterns, improving her second serve percentage, or managing mental fatigue during long matches, she'll be studying every detail. Her coaches know that this loss, though disappointing, provides valuable data, a blueprint for the next stage of her evolution. Meanwhile, Claire Liu's camp is celebrating quietly but confidently. After months of hard work and quiet progress, she's shown that she can still beat top-tier talent. For her, this win might be the spark she needs to push higher in the rankings again, perhaps even reclaiming a spot inside the WTA top 200 if her momentum continues. In interviews, she's credited her improved focus, nutrition, and mental conditioning for her resurgence. "I feel like I'm finally finding balance again," she said, smiling after the match. As the sun sets on this surprising chapter, fans can agree on one thing: this is what makes tennis beautiful. The unpredictability, the emotion, the human stories behind every forehand and backhand. In one corner, a young star learning and growing. In the other, a seasoned fighter reminding the world that she's still got plenty of magic left in her racket. So while the scoreboard reads Liu def. Eala, the true outcome is far more layered. It's a win for perseverance, for sportsmanship, for the love of competition. And for Eala, it's just another page in the story of a young athlete destined for greatness, even if the road there is paved with challenges. Every champion has days like this. What defines them is how they respond. This match will be remembered not just for the upset, but for the mutual respect and spirit of competition it showcased. As the tour moves forward, expect both players to cross paths again. And when they do, you can bet it'll be another must-watch showdown. For now, Liu enjoys her moment in the spotlight, and Eala returns to the practice courts, eyes already on the next opportunity to rise again. I'm Bella, and this has been your latest tennis update right here on Trending Now USA, where we bring you the stories, the passion, and the drama of the global sports stage. Stay tuned for more, because this season is just heating up and there's no telling who might surprise us next. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trending sports coverage from around the world.